Good afternoon. In life, we carry many bags, whether it's clothing bags, laundry bags, or bags that you have to use to pick up poop to make your lawn look pretty. These bags are a representation of something in your life, whether an event or an entire period of your life. Today, I'll be talking about 3 items in my bag. These items are my mechanic's coveralls, my Army service uniform, and a business suit. These things will represent the past of my life, the present of my life, and the future of my life. The first item out of my bag are my mechanic's coveralls. They represent a younger time in my life, when I was just a little less mature and growing up. I found at a very young age I did like to work on vehicles or lawnmowers or any other things. I had some sort of knack. I just loved it, taking them apart, putting them together. And as I grew up in my younger life, I found a connection with them. But as time went on, they started getting a little oil soaked and torn apart. And as I was trying to progress in a professional career with it, I found I lost a little bit of the love I had for these mechanic's coveralls. They represent my immaturity and how easily and fragile you are as it's torn apart. The next item in my bag is my Army service uniform. This uniform is covered with all sorts of things that represent my current maturity and how I'm still progressing in that maturity. The first thing I'd like to point out is my aviation pin. It represents the field of work I am in. I work on helicopters for a living. This is a direct representation of what I do and is a very proud thing for me. The next are my awards and ribbons. These awards and ribbons also enhance the maturity that people have wanted to reward me with these awards, whether it's for a deployment, whether for my volunteer service. It represents an expansion on that before. And the whole uniform represents my professionalism, how I feel that I've been able to step up from my younger days and become a man. The last thing I'd like to talk about is a business suit. I started out with the mechanic's coveralls that was on the ground, which I progressed through my Army service uniform into the air, and now I'm shooting for the stars with this suit. It represents my future, how I want to be a successful business person, whether it's whatever field I choose, whether it's network security like my degree is in, or in some other sort of business aspect. I want to be successful, and that suit directly correlates with that. The suit, people will see that you are mature, that you are successful, and that you can get the job done. I want to be a part of that. I want to show people that I'm proud of what I do, and that when they see me, they know that this is somebody that can get their things done. In conclusion, we had 3 things in my bag: some mechanic's coveralls, my Army service uniform, and a suit. These aren't the only things that represent me, but as far as the periods of my life, as the past, the present, and the future, how I want to represent myself, that is what they do. They will stay with me through time, and they will continue until I hang up my coat one day and say I did a great job. Thank you for your time. Have a good afternoon.